because I need you guys, in case you miss it, to pay attention. Somebody already dropped off. Okay, so we have the interactive student edition. And again, let's just quickly go back to this. I want to go to the, I want to go back to courses. And I want to just quickly watch another one of those videos because it's very important, Hashim, to truly understand what he's asking you to do. I need you guys to understand these decimals. So we are going to be comparing decimals today. And so what does he say? Hold on, let it roll, let it do what it needs to do. And I'm not assigning this to you today, but I just want us to watch this video. We all have our notebooks, right? Yeah. We're all going to be taking notes, right, Zaire? So let's just make sure. Give me 1 second because I want to make sure everyone's got what they need. So make sure you have a pencil. Let's just make sure you have a pencil. Let's make sure you got your book. Let's make sure you have a clean page. Let's make sure you are ready to begin. Because I'm sure you are, Tim. I'm not sure you are ready at all. I'm positive you are not ready. This is that one? This is both? What's that? Okay. You have a pencil? So then you're not ready. Okay. Okay. Give me a second. Good pencils. Sorry, guys. Christian, are you ready? How about you, Jeremiah? I don't see you guys on the screen, so where are you guys?
I was helping my sister getting her class because she needed help.
Okay, well, you are a very good brother, and we appreciate you helping your sibling. Oh, and somebody's joining us, and that is Dogman. Great, he thinks he's smarter. And let's watch this. Rename Marcus. He will continue to try this. He will continue to fail, because every single time he does this, there's two options, Marcus. I either rename you, or I don't put you into the meeting. Only those two options. You choose. It's your education. Moving on. Let's compare the number 7/10 to the number 9/100. Pay attention. Stop. Whoa, that was too out.
0.09. There's a bunch of ways to do this. The way that I'm going to tackle it is I'm going to start looking at each of the digits, starting with the leftmost digit. And so we can start right over here in the ones place. You always want to compare ones place to ones place.
So both of these numbers have a what in the ones place?
Zero.
Ria said it in person. Alicia said it while muted, and that's okay?
I'm doing here.
Zero. Perfect. 0 in the ones place. That means I can't compare them.
There are these two numbers, they both have 0, 1. In the ones place. So now let's go one place.
So he says one place value to the right. I am going to do it wrong. Pay attention. What am I doing wrong? Are you guys ready?
Is that for everyone?
Yeah. Hold on, let me finish doing it. Noelle, what did I do wrong?
That you didn't put it in order.
I did put it in order. There's a 7, there's a 9. What did I do wrong?
But that you didn't.
What's the word? You're right. I did something wrong, but I'm not. You're not saying it right.
You know what it is?
I know, Alicia. I can see your hand going crazy.
Put the 10th place in a ones place.
Hashim, what's here?
The reason why it's wrong is because it's not lined up correctly.
There's the words. And Ollie, what are the words that we need? Very important. It's not lined up correctly. Hold on, I can't see what I'm typing. That's what I'm typing. Correct. It's not lined up correctly because the decimal points are wrong. So if I'm going to spotlight like I did, this should be underneath this one. But is the decimal point here? No, the decimal point is here. So I'm comparing the 7 and the 9, and I can't do that. So let's watch what he says.
Right. Let's go to the tenths place. This number has 7 tenths, while this number has 0 tenths. That by itself tells us that this is the larger number. We put an inequality symbol here. We want to open it up to the larger number, or equate to the smaller number. So this is 0.7 is greater than 0. Now you might be tempted to say, oh, wait, look, if we went one more digit to the right, you have 900.
I'm sorry, what? Okay. All right. So we can give him credit then, right?
I told them if they get online, that's interaction, but it's not online.
Right. You're right.
I told them if they
You
get
have
online,
900.
then they get a mark.
Hundredths over here. You could write a 0 over here, and you say, oh, look, you have no hundredths over here. But the 9 hundredths don't matter. Remember, even if you have 10 hundredths, that's the same thing as 1/10. So it doesn't matter that 9 is somehow greater than 7. What matters is it's in a place to the right. Even if you increase by another hundredth here, you'd only get to 1/10. This thing over here has 7 tenths.
So again, who wants to explain to me what what Sal from Khan Academy actually did right here? He did what?
Let's see.
How is he comparing it? Maria, could you take the microphone and explain it? We're going to show you Maria. It doesn't work so well. It's too tall. Is the microphone on?
So what he did is he added a 0 in the hundredths place on the table. So now it's 0.70.
Which is 70 what?
70.
Yeah, 70 hundredths. So remember, decimals follow the exact same pattern. This is the most important part that we have to remember. They follow the exact same pattern as normal numbers. So therefore, let me just do the whiteboard again. So if I'm talking about the same numbers, if I have 0.7, which is what, Delaney? Delaney, sweetheart, pay attention. 0.7 is what? How do I write that in words? That's 7 what?
10.
Delaney, how'd you make somebody else answer the question for you? Yes, that is 7/10, Willie. I'm pretty sure that was you calling out. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But Delaney, now what about this? Oh, I didn't press it right. What about this? 0.09 is what? 9 what? Delaney.
900.
Right. It's 9 hundredths. It's hard to, it's the problem. It's hard to hear. But yeah, those are the differences. And as we said, Christian, what's the things we need to make sure are lined up?
The dots.
That's not the correct word. The dots isn't the right word. What's the correct word? Zaire? All right, fine. Zaire said the decimal points, and he's correct. As long as the decimal points are lined up properly, you can compare them. Because then I see them by place. If I'm talking about the tenths place, I'm looking at the 7 versus the 0. And Noelle, what do I know easily? Which is greater, 7 or 0? It's not a trick question. Which is bigger?
The 0.
Wait, what?
The
Delaney, I want you to think about what you just said out loud. Which is bigger? Something or nothing?
He said 0.
Yes, we know. Delaney, I'm sorry.
7.
Noelle, which one's bigger?
The 7.
Thank you. So 7 is greater than 0. Therefore, 7/10 is the larger decimal. Now let's continue watching the rest of the video before we get into 12.3 officially.
Mira, plato ya le tiene también.
Ya, quítate.
0.029, and I want to compare this. I want to compare that to 0.31.
Okay. Who can read these numbers? We're not saying which one's bigger. Just read the two numbers. And we've written these numbers down, right, Delaney? We wrote these numbers down. We've written these numbers down, like Christian's writing them down. Alicia, are you writing them down? Remember, what are the agreements? We need to make sure that we have our cameras on, right, Jeremiah? Right, Jeremiah? We've written these numbers down. All right. So who's reading them to me? Who wants to raise their hand to do it? Willie, you go ahead. Read me these two numbers. Remember, you have to unmute yourself. Bum, bum, bum.
0.29 hundreds, 0.31 hundreds.
So I agree with part of what you said. I agree with the 29 hundredths and I agree with the 31 hundredths. So you don't have to say 0 point. You could just say 29 hundredths, but it would be, would it be 0 point? Heaven, do you remember what we call it? What does the decimal say? That means what? Wait, Willie, you fixed it, right? What does it mean?
And.
Right, so you could say 0 and 29 hundredths. But again, since it's 0, do I really need to say anything?
No.
No, so you can just say 29 hundredths.
Yes, it's just 29 hundredths, and this is 31 hundredths. Now that we said that, which is bigger, 29 or 31? Obviously, it's 31. And so remember, it points to the smaller one, it opens to the larger one. So therefore, it would be that. But I want to clear this so we get to watch what he does.
Now, this one you might say is a little bit more straightforward, depending on how you think about it. If you say, hey, this is 29 hundredths, this is 31 hundredths, wait, I have more hundredths on the right-hand side.
I'm sorry, guys. Ms. Ham has put me a question. Give me 1 second. No.
Running online?
Yes, they are.
You sure?
Yeah.
All 25?
All the kids that you asked are here. Group C is all here today. Your baby, the Oteros. Yeah, he's calling. He just found out that Tatiana's. Yeah, we're on it. But again, Otero, like, she changed the number. I'm sorry. Let me mute this for a second. Do you have it? Sorry, guys. Let's continue.
So let me open my inequality to the larger value, and I would say 0.29 or 29 hundredths is.
I hate that he says the opposite of what we just said, because you're looking at he says 0.29. No. 29 hundredths. Get that into your head.
29 hundredths is less than 31 hundredths. Another way you think about this is you could have looked in the ones place. Okay, they both have 0 ones. But then you look at the tenths place, say this only has 2 tenths. Well, this has 3 tenths. I actually don't have to keep looking at the digits to the right of that. I can just compare this 2 tenths to the 3 tenths. 3 tenths is larger, and so I would say that 29 hundredths is less than 31 hundredths. Let's do one more, just for fun. Let's compare 0.06 to, I'm going to see color, 0.06. Which of these is the larger number?
So I think I know what I'm talking about. I've been paying attention to Mr. Hawk, and I know 6 is equal to 6, therefore they're equal. What are you talking about, Zaire? I know 6 is equal to 6. Delaney, am I wrong? 6 is equal to 6, right?
Yeah.
So then, what am I? I'm confused. 6, these are equal, right, Delaney? Delaney, why am I wrong? I'm gonna ask her because I know you know. Delaney, why am I wrong? Why am I wrong? Give me a reason I'm wrong. We did this together yesterday. Heaven, why am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
I am 100% wrong.
You're not wrong.
I am very wrong. 6 is equal to 6, but these are not equal.
No, one of them are 600s and one of them is 610s.
Zaire and Maria, do you guys want to say it together? Actually, what are you going to say, Maria?
Okay, what was it? In the back.
So what were you going to say? They're not in the same what?
Place.
Right. They're not in the same place. This 6 is a different place. Meaning, Amani, you with me? This one is 6 tenths, and this one is 6 hundredths. hundredths. The way to think of this is six dimes. And this is 6 pennies, which is worth more.
6 dimes.
6 dimes, right? That's 60 cents. How much is this? 6 cents. Nothing.
6 cents.
Can you get one? You know those like bag of chips that say 25 cents on them? You can't even do that with 6 pennies. No, 6 cents is going to get you nothing. Probably 2. All right. What? I know it's annoying. But then you can still get the 6 dimes. Okay, stop share. Oh, wait, no, we should watch the rest of that video. I'm sorry. Let's finish up what he has to say. Let me clear this. Oh, we already did.
Well, we do the same thing that we've been doing. You can first go to the multi place. Okay, this says no ones. This is no ones. Okay, that doesn't tell us much. Then the tenths place. This says 6 tenths. This says 0 tenths. So this number is going to be larger than more tenths. It doesn't matter who has more hundredths. Hundredths are much smaller than tenths. They're tenth the size of the tenth. So this says 6 tenths. This says 0 tenths. So this number is larger. 0.6 is greater than 0.06. It's actually 10 times greater. We can talk about that.
Very good. So now, for the most part, again, if you want to practice, I don't need to assign this stuff to you, is the whole point. Like, look at all the decimals you can learn just by yourself. And honestly, we're just going to do this together. I'm not assigning it. So let's just start the practice. And I'll have people tell me which is the bigger one. So Maria and Zaire will get the first 2 questions. Maria goes first. Which one's bigger? Right. 2 is bigger than 0. Therefore, 2.2 and 4 hundredths is greater than 94 hundredths. Zaire? 43 hundredths is blank than 51 hundredths. Exactly. He says less than. He's correct. 4 is less than 5. Willie, you're doing number 3.
Okay. 0. It's just 9 tenths, I guess.
Yes. 9 tenths is greater than 1 tenth. And that's all you need to know. You compare the places. They both, let me just write it down just to show you what I'm talking about. So they both have a 0 in the ones place, right? But this is a 9 and this is a 1. I'm done. They're not the same. 9's bigger than 1. I have to just drag this up a little bit. Okay. Next question. Who's doing number 4? Raise your hand so I can see it. Hashim, go for number 4. And then Angela's doing number 5. Hashim, I love you, but you know what I'm going to say. No one can hear you. Almost. There you go.
25 hundredths is greater than it is 25 hundredths is less than.
Thank you. It's less than 38 hundredths, right? That's 25 and that's 38, right? Very good. Angela, go ahead.
22 hundredths is larger than 18 hundredths.
Just use the same vocabulary, but you're right. Who wants to do this one? I love you, but I'm not gonna have you do 2 out of 7. That's not fair to other people. Alicia, you want to try? Which is bigger?
The one to the right.
Yes. So 8 hundredths is less than 8 tenths. And last but not least, who's doing the last one? We get 100% if we get this right. Makai, you trying? Leilani, you trying? Which one of you two? Who's trying this? I need somebody trying it. Is that Marcus? Oh, Leilani went to the bathroom. Okay. Makai, Alex, you there? Alex, try it.
The 13.
Yes. Why? Why?
Because there's a 1 and there's a 0.
Exactly. 1 in the 10th place as opposed to 0. Very good. Great. See,
Sorry, I'm back. I was just at the bathroom.
really not that hard. We got all 7 out of 7 correct. So now let's go to this. 12.3. I don't know why it's not loaded already. That's not a good sign. That took a long time, right? Okay. So a penny weighed. Who wants to read this? Who's reading this page to me? Angela, go ahead.
A penny made in 1982 weighs about 0.11 hundredths ounce. A penny made in 2013 weighs 9 hundredths ounce. Which penny weighs more? Solve this problem any way you choose.
Which one weighs more? So I look at the 1's place. They're the same. Then I look at the 10th place. It's different. Which is greater, 1 or 0? Everyone?
1.
1. Therefore, this is greater. So just making sure we focus on these types of questions. Let's continue. And Angela, you can read this page also.
Donovan ran the 100-meter race in 10.11 hundredth seconds. Sal ran the same race in 10 and 900 seconds. Who had the faster time?
So now this type of question, what is the issue? All right, let's see. What is the issue with running and swimming and any race? When I say the faster time, what am I looking for? Yes, Maria said it perfectly. A lot of kids get tricked, Alicia, on questions like that. When I'm asking you for the fastest time, I want the smallest number. Who could explain why that makes sense? Alicia, you want to explain it?
Well, it makes sense because, as you know, that greater numbers are more, which means that the greater number would be more time.
Right, and it will be slower. So in this case, when I have they both ran it in 10 seconds, right? They both ran it in 10 seconds, right? Because you can see 10 and,
Yes.
and 10 and, right? So they both have 10s. But then we have 11 hundredths and 9 hundredths. And like we just said on the last page, 11 is greater than 9, right? Therefore, this is the faster time, right? And there's Pharaoh. I swear to God. Pharaoh, where you at?
Mm-hmm.
You are you?
Mm-hmm.
Pharaoh, could I see you on your camera?
Can
I see your face? Pharaoh, do you see my face?
Mm-hmm.
You know I love you, right?
Mm-hmm.
What am I gonna say to you? You know this already. What am I gonna say to you?
Wake up early.
Why?
Because you don't want me to be late.
Because what?
Because you don't want me to be
why
late.
are you late?
Because I slept late. Well, I didn't even sleep that late.
Pharaoh, what did we watch yesterday? We watched a video about our what system?
Our immune system.
What was the thing we said helps people make it stronger?
Sleep and rest in our body.
Now, be honest with me. What time did you go to bed last night?
I went to bed at least 9 or 10.
That sounds early. What time did you wake up?
I woke up at
Oye,
9,
cuando termine la escuela,
I
organiza
believe,
tu
9
tarde.
or 10.
12 hours and you're still tired.
Yep.
Farah, did you really go to bed at 9 o'clock?
9 or 10, probably 10.
Did you play video games last night before going to bed?
Before
Yes.
going to bed, yeah, probably.
Okay. This is gonna sound weird, and I'm guilty of this also. You are not supposed, do you know what you're not supposed to look at before bed?
Yeah.
Technology or TV.
Thank you, Alicia. Why not? Why are you not supposed to look at a screen?
Because the light from the screen keeps you awake.
You know, okay, I will talk about this for days. And I'll actually show you some pictures about things that I saw this, because I think today it's gonna be a little bit of an easier day. We have to do math, but then the rest of the day is gonna be some just taking notes and just talking.
Oh, and I have some information.
Our bodies, and you guys are unfortunately very guilty of this just because of the technology you guys are growing up with,
I have some information.
are not used to the dark. You are also living in New York City. There is no real darkness. You know, if there was no, like even at night, it's not really that dark. There's street lights, there are lights from houses, there are lights from cars, constantly. During the summer, like I showed you that picture of that house, in the school in Utah, right? Yeah. There are no street lights. So at night, do you know what galaxy we're a part of?
The Milky Way.
Wait, who said it?
Me.
Very good, Alex. We're part of the Milky Way galaxy. Did you know you could see that with your eyes?
Yeah.
You've never seen it in New York, because I never saw it in my entire life. But when you are out, we're places that do not have cities, that there's not a lot of light pollution, Willie, you are actually able to literally see the Milky Way with your own eyes. And it's beautiful. But Pharaoh, you can't see it if a car passes because the light messes with your eyes. There are no other lights, and one car can mess with your eyes. Do you understand what I'm saying? I need you to play video games right before bed because, like, how do you feel right now? Do you feel tired?
Oh, a little bit.
I mean, I can hear it, right? We all can hear it. You sound tired, and that's okay. But I'm telling you, go to bed a little bit earlier. We're gonna take more care of our bodies this year.
Mr. Hart.
Yes, Noelle. And then Maria has a question too.
My sister, she doesn't sleep and she always getting headaches because she stays in her phone.
It's true. What was your question, sweetheart? Blue light glasses might help. I mean, how many of you have those?
Even if I needed glasses, I wouldn't wear them.
Yeah, no, it's a little bit tricky. All right. So we already compared this. We said it was the faster time, which meant it was the smaller number. And then again, if you want to compare them, you can use the tenths and hundredths grids. You can use place value. I look at the tens place, they both have a 1. I look at the ones place, they both have a 0, but then the tenths place is different. And then again, I start at the left. 1, 1. 0, 0. And then 1 and 0, 1/10 is greater than 0/10, solid the faster time. Okay. Let us do a few questions kind of like we just did. We're going to do them together. And then I'm going to assign you the homework for this. So let's do this really quickly. Who wants to read this? Let's have Pharaoh read this part. Compare.
Which part?
On the top, another example.
Oh, all right. Compare 0.23 and 0.32.
So 0 and 23 hundredths is less than 0 and 32 hundredths. Why? Because I have 2 tenths compared to 3 tenths. And that's really all you need to know. So now let's jump right down. Which is the bigger number here for number 2, Heaven? Heaven, which number is bigger?
0.70.
Right. Because 70 hundredths is greater than 57 hundredths.
Yeah.
Zaire, how about number 3? Is greater than, can we say that properly? 41. Very good. Number 4 is tricky because 31 and 28 tells me one thing. But who could tell me the correct answer for number 4? Noelle. Number 4. Which one's bigger?
The 7.31.
Yes. I don't even need the decimals. 7 is greater than 6. So 6 and 28 hundredths is less than 7 and 31 hundredths. Number 5 is the hardest one. Who wants to do number 5? Angela. Angela.
They're equal.
Yes, they are. Delaney, do you see that? These are actually equal. Why? They both have a 1 in the ones place, and they have a 1 in the 10th.
1 in the 10th place.
This 0 means nothing.
Doesn't mean nothing, so it's the same.
No, it would be equal. Right. It would be 1.1. Or if I added the 0, it would be the same thing, right? Makes no difference. Okay. Again, number 6, 100th is less than 1/10. 31 hundredths is greater than 29 hundredths. 44 hundredths is greater than 22 hundredths. Trying to make sure, Pharaoh, that you actually make 100% certain to get them in the right places. Okay. The problem I have now is I want to give you guys work. But here's the problem I'm having. Let me check how we're doing with our classes on the data. Let me see how many kids actually submit them. And that's the issue I'm having. I mean, to be fair, we did 14 out of 23 did this. Who didn't do it? Hold on a second. Joshua didn't. The problem is I want Delaney to do it because she's here today. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to assign it to you. I'm going to go back. I'm going to assign it to you. And Delaney, stay on the meeting. I'm going to make you your work, okay? You're going to not have to do it that way. So I'm going to assign 22 students this stuff. Let me go to the work again, browse. I'm going to 4th grade. I'm going to 12.3. And so once I send it to you guys can leave the meeting and get started on it, right? But I'm going to have Delaney stay on so I can give her her work because I know it's not working for her, which is annoying, but it is what it is.
Massage, what time do we come back?
Let's come back at 10:40. But let me just assign it to you first, okay?
My iPad's about to die. It's at 1%. I need to go charge it.
So go charge it, and then you'll do the work there. So it's starting today.
I got 18.
We'll do Monday. Let's do 5th grade class. And I'm going to press assign. Okay, and now let me go to, no, I don't want that. Let me go to classes. And I'm going to look at the new assignment. And I'm going to go here. And I am actually going to, Delaney, again, like I said, I'm going to be very nice. I'm going to, no, I don't know how to actually edit this. Oh, I can edit it?
What time?
Nope, I can't take it away. So I'm going to give you a different assignment, okay? Everyone else, you guys can get started on your work, right? Let me see, did the stream update? Yes, it did.
Yes.
With a new update, it gave you the thing. Zaire and Maria, you guys can get started. Sorry. And I'm just tossing this into our math folders. All right. Are there any questions besides for Delaney? Noelle, you know what you have to do?
The math?
Yep. Hashim, you know what to do?
Yes.
All right, I'll see you guys soon.
Wait. What time do we come back?
10:40.
10:40.
10:40. 10:40.
Okay, see ya. Bye.
All right. Delaney, stay on. Everyone else leave. Let me show you what I'm going to ask you to do, Delaney. I'm going to go back to browse. Let's go to 12. 12.3. Practice, right? So I'm just going to take I'm going to take this, sweetheart. Right? You see what I'm doing? Let me just do these, okay?
I can't see.
Sorry, I know you can't. I just realized it. I took a screenshot. Now I'm going to make a Google Docs. No, oops, I don't need to see this, but. Hold on. Google Docs. Let me make sure it's Mr. Hawk, because otherwise it ain't gonna work. There's how many questions? Oh, I'm sorry. That's a lot. Oops. Sorry, guys. So I'm gonna add a new document. All you do is, so this is literally just for you, kid. Delaney homework. So I go here, I'm gonna drag this right here. And then underneath it, just tell me which is below. So just do number 6, which is greater, number 7, which is bigger, number 8, which is bigger, number 9, which is bigger, number 10, which is bigger, number 11, which is bigger, number 12, which is bigger, number 13, which is bigger, and number 14, which is bigger. You see where you type it?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I go here. Now I'm gonna go just for you. Create.
Why is Makai still here?
Delaney homework. I swear, I'm so frustrated at myself right now that I didn't help you get onto this. I should have made sure you knew how to get onto this stuff yet. No, I know. Yeah, I did this the other day with her. So annoying. Okay, and then add Google Drive. All right, there you go, kid. Get to work.
Okay, bye.
Refresh, and it should be there.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye. Okay, and because Makai's gone.